Hello and welcome to the Youngfolk Knits podcast. This is episode 6. She's back! I know you were all missing Becky, and I talked her into coming back this week, so I'm really excited. And I guess we'll start off with what we're wearing. Why don't you tell them first what you're wearing?
Okay, well, knit-wise, I am wearing, I don't know. It's on my Ravelry. It's just a very simple cowl. It's not, it is not a free pattern. It's a paid for pattern, I'm pretty sure.
We'll put it up here.
Yeah. It is. And so it's just a very simple striped cowl. Be a really good pattern for beginners if I knew the name. I should have told you. But yeah, it's just some yarn gifts that I was given. The 2 Shibui ones are from my mom, and then this one in the middle is from my husband, and it's a magpie. And I think it's Paris train.
Oh yeah,
it's Paris train. I know that for sure. But very, very easy.
I love this kelp type color.
I do too.
It's
and
very soft.
The Shibui ones have cashmere in it, so it's like super fancy.
Nice.
It's bougie.
Very nice. I love it. And it's one of those that you can actually wear next to skin.
Very, very soft.
A neck.
Very, very
soft.
soft. Yeah.
This is the most sensitive part of my body. So
for sure. And my forehead too.
Yeah.
Oddly enough.
That's true.
My forehead. So that's what I'm wearing, and I'm wearing a Strata top by So Liberated. I just made this out of, I bought this, it's linen. I bought it in the summertime, and so it's more summertime fabric, but I made it yesterday, so I had to wear it today.
Yeah, I love it.
Because
it's new. It's a nice white too. It's not, it looks kind of like a natural white with not being a, but it doesn't have that real yellowy tone to it.
And this is a test, because I bought enough to make 2 tops in the white, just in case I didn't get my size right. And then I also bought some black rayon and some like a burgundy wine colored linen. And so I tried this. This is the medium. I usually wear a women's size 8 or 10. So the sizes are pretty, at least this is to me is accurate sizing, because a lot of times like with your bigger patterns like McCall's, Buttrick, I tend to be like 2 or 3 sizes larger in the pattern than I am in like store-bought clothes. So
me too. The measurement, I mean, it gives you measurements to go by on those patterns, but every time I look at the measurements, they're not at all what you would think of as a, you know, you would go to the store and buy. So.
But to me, this was an accurate representation of store-bought sizing.
Yeah, and I thought the length looked really good.
And I'm 5'4", and this shirt hits me right at the top of my pants, so there's no like midriff showing or anything. So if you were a little taller, she does show in the pattern how you can lengthen that if you're taller, or if you're shorter than me, how to shorten it too. So
I made one of those too. I made one. I cut mine out. I don't know, a few years ago, and it's too, I went ahead and sewed it up, and it's too short.
Because you're a taller lady.
But I think if I wore it over a dress, I'll show you guys that in sewing a little bit. Yeah,
it'll look good.
Yeah, I think it'll be okay.
I think so too.
Okay, so what I am wearing is the Homestead. Is that right? The Homestead shawl by Melody Hoffman, and I really like this, and I don't wear it very often. I don't know why, but it's a pretty quick knit. So this is made out of Woolberry Fiber Co. Her worsted weight, and she was doing boxes for a while. I want to say it was like Woolberry Wardrobe.
It's really pretty.
I don't remember, but she did boxes where you could choose a color, and she would send however much you would need for that pattern. And this was one that she did a few years ago. I want to say 2 or 3 years ago. And it's got this, it's very simple pattern, but it has this lateral braid detail that you almost can't see unless you're really close to it. But I don't know if you guys can see that. It has this lateral braid, and that that gave me fits for a little bit, because somehow the way she had you do it, I was having a really hard time getting tensioning right at first, and I had to rip it out and redo it a couple times to get it the way I wanted it. But I do really like this. I like the color. I think it's vintage something.
It's like a beautiful pink, like a shell pink, like a natural pink.
It's really almost pretty. Like avocado dyed pink. Guess what it looks like. But I want to say it's vintage something, but I've got it on my Ravelry, so I can look it up. But yeah, that's my homestead shawl, triangle shawl. And I'm not gonna keep wearing it right now because I'm hot again. So let's talk about our finished objects.
Okay.
You have any finished objects?
I have one finished object, and it is it is the shawl that I brought last time. That it was just kind of a little baby shawl before. You want to hold that one? And this is the Sunday morning shawl by Espace Tricot.
And I think the camera is cutting off the bottom, so make sure you because this is too pretty to miss.
All along the bottom of the shawl is the longest row of bubbles of your entire life. But it does make the shawl, and I'm glad I went ahead and did it. When I picked out the pattern, I did not think about it. Like I was just like, oh, I like that she'll like that. This is a gift for our friend Annie, and I thought she'll really like that. And then when I got to the baubles, and I had never made baubles before, and that's probably the reason why I chose this pattern. And I made like 4 baubles, and I texted you, and I was like, this is taking
because this isn't, you know, some shawls, it's like, I would say there's a length of...
There's 2 stitches between, 2 or 3. There's 2 stitches between each bauble.
Wow.
And then I think on that row there was like 378, 387. There's something with a 3, an 8, and a 7 stitches across that. So it was a lot of baubles. And so I know how to make baubles now.
You're a bauble pro.
But I really do love it, and I love the
I really like it.
Twisted rib border, and it's a nice shawl. And Annie is a very little lady, and so it's really gonna be really nice and big on her. I almost added another section, but then I thought, well, no, she's a lot shorter than me, and it's gonna be, because it's all the way down to my my rear end, and I thought that's just gonna be way too big if I add in another section of stockinette. So I just made it to pattern, and it's the Barocco Vintage DK in the color Dove.
And we were talking about, because we were talking about it last time you were on here. If you want to see how well this yarn blocks out, it blocks out. I think it blocks out really well.
Nice. It's very drapey. It's for a budget yarn, which I would consider that a budget yarn.
Yeah.
It's $9. I think, wasn't it?
Price.
$9 a skein. This took me...
This is a DK, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So this took me 2 1/4, not even a full half of a skein. So for a little over $20, a really nice shawl, and it's very soft, and and then also I don't have to worry about it being itchy on her, and that's the main reason why I chose this blend, an acrylic blend, because I didn't know if she was going to be sensitive towards it, and I wanted it to be a surprise.
And it's a good thing the baubles were at the end. You're committed at that point. You have almost finished it. You will. You are gonna get that done.
Right. And I got like 3 baubles in. I was like, maybe she doesn't need baubles, but then I thought, no, she deserves baubles. So that's it.
I really like it. I think it's gonna look really good.
Thank you.
And I like the yarn a lot.
I do too. I'm very
I would make
pleased with it. I would too. I'm not sure how it will work with like pilling, but I mean,
it has a halo.
It has a very slight halo. It might pill a little bit, maybe, but I think it's great.
I like it. I really do.
Very pleased with the yarn.
Okay, I only have one finished object this week. I feel like it's been a long week.
Yeah.
Or month. I don't know. I feel like I haven't got much knitting done. So I also made a gift. Mine's not a shawl, but I made a gift for, thank you, for Annie as well. This is the bankhead pattern, and it's by Susie who?
Susie Gourlay.
Okay. Yes, so
Gourlay,
she made it
Susie
first.
Gourlay.
And I decided to try it. But it is free. And it has multiple sizes. It has like child, or it has baby even, maybe toddler.
I think so. I think it does.
And then it has 3 adult sizes, small, medium, and large. I made the medium.
You made the medium.
Well, there's one that's like a older child / adult small, I want to say. But anyway, I knit this in a day. It didn't take that long. I chose some Aran weight yarn that it's acrylic, and the reason I did that, she's started chemo, and I didn't know how sensitive her skin is going to be. So I was a little worried about wool because her daughter breaks out in hives a lot, and so I thought she might be really, her skin might be sensitive too. So on your head and everything. Right. So this is acrylic from Hobby Lobby actually, and it's called Low Pill something.
Is it Yarn Bee?
It's Yarn Bee, yes. And I liked it a lot. The only thing is that I got too far and realized I had knit a little bit too far, so I had to cut my decreases in half, and I had to decrease twice as quick as I would have if I would have followed the pattern. So I did decrease quickly, but what do you think size-wise? Is that pretty much the same as yours, or bigger or smaller?
It's a little bigger than mine. Okay. Just because I think your yarn is a little bit heavier.
Well, my gauge is
also bigger than mine.
My gauge is massive for everything.
Massive, it is. It's bigger than mine. But I think this will fit her nicely. It's not too big.
It's kind of slouchy, maybe.
And I think she'll like that. I think she'll like that. And it's a really pretty taupey. It almost has like a purpley taupe, huh?
A brownie type color underneath. And then
like
some
a
gray
taupe.
Yeah.
That's a better way to say than so purple.
I want to say the color is linen. I'll have to look. But so she'll have, and I want to make her a pair of socks, but I'm probably going to go ahead and give her this now because I'm not sure.
And it's getting cold. She needs it now.
Yeah, I'm not sure when the socks will get made. But, so we're both going to give her knits. She'll have some knits from, to have whenever she goes and does her chemo if she wants to.
She'll be a little cozier.
So that's all of my finished objects. Do you have anything else?
No, I don't. That's it.
So on to whips.
Let me show you the whips that you already know about that I put a little bit of progress on.
Yes.
This is my fade. I have started fading finally some color in here, and so there we go. This is Find Your Fade, Madelinetosh Merino Light. This one is Silver Lining, and this one is Chai Complexity, and it is a peachy color. I would say that's peach. And so that's fading. I had to fade a little bit sooner.
It's really pretty though.
Like there should be another set of fading rows right here. But I did not do that because I would not have had enough yarn. So I went ahead and faded a little sooner, and I feel fine about that.
It looks good. I mean, you got enough of the fading in.
And then Andrea Mowry says that's fine too in the pattern, so I feel good about it.
You know what this reminds me of? Oyster shell, the silver lining.
Yeah, I like that color a lot. And then the last fade will be the subtle flame. So
it's so good.
Yeah, so one day I'll have it done so I can show everybody.
So pretty.
So that's my first whip.
Very pretty. And then we'll have matching fades.
Yes.
That we can wear. You know what? I'm only going to show one whip this week because I feel like I've made zero progress on anything else at all. I worked a little bit on, I didn't even work on the vest. I worked a very little bit on the bandana. And Maggie wanted me to, I did the hat, but that didn't take long. And Maggie wanted me to start her sweater. So I did cast that on, but This is basically the only thing.
That's really beautiful.
And I haven't got to work on it very much at all. So this is my Stratia cardigan. And I just realized I'm in the middle of a row. I'm sorry.
Are you?
This is the back.
So pretty.
So I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got three color repeats in, and I've just started the 4th one. And I split for the sleeves. So now I don't have to, the nice thing is now I don't have to look at my pattern a lot. It's just, you know,
forth,
yeah, it's just repeating the same thing over. Thankfully, there is that knit row on the wrong side because you have to pay attention. I do find that I have to pay attention. At first, I thought I didn't have to pay attention. I had to go back because I would accidentally get off. And if you mess up on this, it is extremely visible. Like I have 1 pearl. Thankfully, it's in a pearl row. Look at that. That bothers me so bad.
Nobody would ever see that.
But I don't think anybody else can see it.
No.
I really don't, or I would have fixed it. Otherwise, and I know how to fix brioche, but
I honestly think that if you like said, I'm gonna give you $20, find the mistake, I wouldn't have been able to find it.
I was sitting there knitting on this and I was like, oh my goodness, there's a pearl stitch. But anyway, it did not bother me, and it usually does, but I thought you will not be able to see that.
No.
Thankfully, depending on where your mistake is, it is either highly visible or it's not, it doesn't stand out. So I really do like it. I think it's gonna be super cozy and squishy.
Yeah, it's squishy.
But I'm not gonna make it oversized and really long. I went down a size because I think this I would like to wear more as a fitted cardigan than like a big oversized grandpa type sweater. So nothing much new for me on that front. But what else have you been working on?
Let me see here. Let me pull this out. I
love that bag.
Thank you. My mom made that for me.
Oh, are you serious? I haven't seen that.
It's got birds
No,
on
I did.
it.
You sent me a picture
I
of
think
that
I
one.
did.
Yeah.
I usually show you everything. It's got birds on it. And if
Is
you put
it
a bird
has
on it,
something in it to make it?
she has some really strong interfacing, or I don't know.
It's cute.
She did something magical. Let's see here. I am making something new for myself.
Love this.
This is the Waves of Change jacket. I want to say it's called Jacket. Yeah, I think it is Jacket. By Denise Bayron. And I am making it out of super budget-friendly yarn. This is Hue and Me by Lionbrand. It is the 2 of Wands collection that she has. And it's really soft, isn't it? It's a very thick fabric. It's bulky.
Hold it up really high for a second.
It's bulky. And
I love your decrease.
it's going to be a nice, heavy, thick jacket. And that's what I was wanting. I didn't want a cardigan. I wanted a jacket. And so along the front, I'm going to pick up for a buttonless button band that you use snaps. So it has, to me, it has like a 60s vibe to it because, you know, like they would have like plackets and you can't see the buttons and everything. So I kind of like that, kind of like an Audrey.
So you can still close it. I mean, that
Hepburn's
wasn't
little tiny jacket kind of thing. Yeah, you can still close it and snap it up, which is nice. It's got raglan sleeves, and this has knitted up very fast because it is bulky. And this is in the color, sorry guys, I think it's called Arrowwood.
Where did you order that from?
I ordered it, oddly enough, off of eBay, but it's the Lion brand. Lion brand has an eBay. And
really?
I did not know that.
That's
no.
cool.
I was looking on Lion brand's site, and the shipping was going to be more expensive. And then I looked at Joann, and then they didn't have this color at Joann to ship it to me or to pick up. And so I thought, well, I'll just go to eBay and see if they have it. They had 6 skeins for way less money than the Lion Brand site, and it was free shipping.
Oh,
and it was
awesome.
from Lion Brand.
How many skeins did you need?
I think I need 5, but it came in 2 packs of 3.
Okay.
So I couldn't just order 5. So I thought, well, that's kind of...
Yeah, I love that color. You can definitely use that.
You can make a hat for a kid or something like that. So really I think it's going to be really nice. And this is in the size 3. And I did my measurements. I have a 40-inch bust, and this should give me 5 inches of positive ease, yet I am a tighter knitter. So I think it'll end up being the called for 2 to 4 inches.
It'll be less than the
positive ease. Yeah, so it should be good. It should be real good.
Becky doesn't swatch either.
I know. I don't swatch. Which is so weird for me because everything else analyze to death, and for that I'm just like,
I think it's funny that you don't. It's very out of it's not. What's the word? It's out of character. Yes, it's very out of character for you. Yeah, but I love it. It's called Going with the Flow.
That's when I go wild,
crazy.
Yeah.
I did have a comment, and I haven't. I forgot that was asked for me to be more specific in what size I was making because they thought we were similar sizes. And so I am making the size 5 in the Strya cardigan because I haven't mentioned that. And when you said what size you're making, that reminded me. And I think I could have made a size, I maybe could have made a size 6 with my measurements. But I know that when I make Andrea Mowry patterns, I have to size down. And I do not want, with brioche, or with half fisherman's rib, any of that, it grows so much. I knew that I just didn't want the arms. And I'm a little bit out of balance. I don't know. My arm measurements, a lot of times getting things big enough for me here, the arms will be too big for me. So I saw pictures and I didn't really like the look of the Strya with really big baggy arms. So anyway, I'm making the size 5 and we'll see we'll see how that ends up fitting. But I think so far, I think I'm gonna like the fit and the size.
I think so too.
Do you have any other whips?
Just one. I mean, it's not really a big deal. It's another Hill 60 hat. It's for my nephew. And I don't know which nephew yet because I had my sister pick out 2 skeins of yarn for her boys, so whatever one she thinks should have it. So it's another little Hill 60 Malabrigo Rios in the color Ivy, and I really like the color. It reminds me of Robin Hood for some reason.
I like it a lot.
So yeah, so that's his little Robin Hood hat.
What? This is Malabrigo, right?
Rios,
you said. And what size is that? Because it looks tiny.
It's the child size, but it does stretch. I mean, I got it shoved down on the needles pretty good.
That is adorable.
Yeah.
I need to make that hat.
Yeah, it goes quick. And then when I get tired of tiny stitches or giant stitches, then I can go to this one.
You know, making that bankhead hat, I have not knit out of 100% acrylic in a while, and it hurt my hands. Yeah, it really did. And
that Waves of Change, it's probably a combo of being such thick yarn too, and the fact that it's 80-20 acrylic wool, but it's tougher. Like it's not as springy to me, and it's harder to push it across. So my hands do get tired, and so I'll switch to something else.
That's the way I feel. Yeah. When I was making it, I felt it just doesn't have any give. So, I wonder too with blocking, I didn't block that hat. I think that if you wet block acrylic yarn, like 100% acrylic yarn, your stitches are going to become more even because it's going to kind of move everything around so that all the stitches are even. But I have never been able to wet block acrylic yarn into a certain bigger shape and it stay that way.
No,
So even with blankets, I have knit that are more stockinette, and I can't get the curling to go away even with wet blocking on acrylic. So I won't, a lot of times, I mean, if I feel like it needs, the stitches needed to be, more uniform, it does help with that. It kind of...
Which I've used the woolies before, the lion brand. Maybe it has enough wool, and that's what I was hoping for with that You and Me. It does have enough wool where you can do a little bit more on that.
The wool will, so I mean that's good. Yeah. This was 100% acrylic, I think, so it's different.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. Okay, so that is all we have for what we're working on. So let's go to sewing. Okay, let's see. I will show you the one thing that I made. So I found that I haven't even trimmed my thread or anything.
Hey, this is real.
I mean, I literally had 2 seconds last night. It was already cut out, and I thought Becky was sending me polos of her we use this app, Marco Polo.
Yeah.
Each other videos. She's sending me videos, and I was like, I'm gonna try to just sew mine together. I only got a few seams in, and I think I got the side seams in, and I ran out of matching thread. So at that point, I was like, okay, I held it up, and I could tell right then it was gonna be too short. So I thought, I'm just gonna go ahead and sew this up. I don't mind. Actually, I hate it, but I'm willing to rip a seam out. So I went ahead and sewed it up to see what I thought about everything. And I'll probably take these out and re-sew with matching thread. So I made my own bias. This is the Strata top, by the way, by Sew Liberated. And it's made out of a sand-washed rayon.
I like that a lot.
In an olivey color, olive green. So I had originally ordered this for, I wanted to make Sew Liberated's pants. What are they called? They're like the real slouchy pants that have the elastic on the bottom.
Yeah.
It's a gypsum skirt. What are the Air Night pants? Okay, so I wanted to make the Air Night pants, but I ordered it from You Fine Fibers. It's the one that, it's the store that Jacqueline Cieslak, or however you say her name, she worked there. I don't think she does anymore. But, so I wasn't paying attention, and their
Fabric.
I wasn't paying attention, and their fabric is sold in quarter yard increments, I think. And I thought I had ordered enough for my pants. No, instead of ordering 3 yards, I ordered 1.5 yards. So, or however that worked out. So you can't return it once it's cut, and that was all they had left of it. At the time, so I decided to just make a starter top out of it. But it's fine. So there's a huge difference between the front and the back.
And it's like a scoop.
Yeah.
Like an inverted U.
Like a high-low hem. Yeah. But I had a lot left over, so I thought I would make my own bias tape, and I didn't have a bias tape maker. It just didn't turn out well. But you know what? As my great-grandmother said, it will never be noticed on a galloping horse. And I think over a black like spaghetti strap dress, I think it'd be cute.
I think it'd be really cute.
Especially if you have a sweater over it. You can't even see that anyway. So I'm not too concerned about it. But it's very flowy. It's beautiful fabric. Flowy. I like it a lot. And I ended up later getting enough fabric to make the Air Night pants. This same fabric. So I'm excited. Yeah, look, I'm wearing a jumper or a jumpsuit. What do they call it? A romper.
Yes, it'll be very chic.
Okay, show us what you made.
Okay, so I made another Japanese knot bag. And this is the small size, and this is the rounded bottom. The time before,
such a cute size.
I do too. And the first one, I used the pattern to change it to make a boxed bottom. And put a gusset in it, and this is just the circular bottom. And then it has like a sorry, I was like, my timer. Okay, so this has like a floral cotton lawn inside, and then this is, what would you call this? Kind of linen-y, but not really.
It's almost like a twill. No,
but it's like a olive green with like a blue plaid inside of it. Very pretty. And these are Japanese fabrics that I got off of Etsy from, I will send you the name of it and you can link it below. But it's a shop that sells Japanese notions, fabrics, threads, and it's out of, I want to say it's out of California, but she imports them, and they're really, really pretty options in there. And I thought, well, then a Japanese knot bag needs to have Japanese fabric. So that's why I went to her Etsy store.
This looks like yarn dyed fabric.
It's really pretty, and it doesn't photograph as pretty as it is. It's like
it's beautiful.
Like an olive green. But That's for you.
Thank you. Every time she comes, she brings it. You're going to have to keep this up.
Well, you feed me tacos, so.
I think that I'm getting the better end of the deal here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love it. Now, you made another bag too, didn't you?
I did. I made another bag.
And you know what? We're going to tell you about that in a minute. Sorry, I forgot about that. Okay, so I don't have anything else for sewing. Do you?
I do not.
Okay, let's show you our acquisitions. And then we've got something exciting to tell. Okay, so I got some sock sets, and I accidentally left the other one in my bedroom. But I got some sock sets from, isn't it pretty?
It's super pretty. I love this one.
I love it. Okay, so this is from Playful Day Yarns, and she's out of Petaluma, California, which I think is really cool because I have a friend that lives in Petaluma, California, and I've been to visit.
That's where Winona Ryder lived.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I remember that because I had a friend that lived in Petaluma, and she was like, she was really hot back then.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
all
yeah.
the movies, like Heathers and all that stuff. And I remember, like, you live where Winona Ryder used to live.
Well, you know that movie, The Birds, by Alfred Hitchcock?
Mm-hmm.
I think that they filmed it, the church, or the schoolhouse, is really close to there.
Oh, really?
They took us to see it, because I used to love that movie when I was a kid. But, Bodega Bay, you know.
Mm-hmm. I ate lunch there, so.
Oh, you did?
I'm kind of famous, too.
Oh, listen to this. I can't compete. But I ordered a couple of sock sets, and this is the pomegranate. What is it? Something pomegranate. I'll have to put it on here. Sock set. Oh, here it is. Cranberry pomegranate sock set. And she accidentally put this one in instead of this. Mm-hmm. And so she sent this and a free skein with it to me. I was like, you did not have to do that. She's very, very sweet. She is very sweet.
Super soft and pretty.
And she's very talented. You know who else I really love their yarn? Is Craft Me Not Yarn Co. Have you seen their yarn? Oh my gosh. So she had an update, and I could not decide what to get, and there was something happened, and I just kept waiting until the last day because I couldn't decide. I wanted everything, and of course I couldn't afford to buy everything. I kept waiting till the last day, and something major happened the last day of the pre-order, and after all that time I totally missed getting to order it. So she had the moth collection, so I'm gonna watch it. I'm hoping she has like leftovers that she'll put up in the shop.
Those are beautiful.
Anyway, so this is what goes with it, but I think it's really, really pretty. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Jeremy. Okay, do you have any acquisitions?
I have one little, where did I put it? One little acquisition, but it's super fun. At least
those are cute.
And this is, I don't know how they can they see, or do you have to get up?
Just hold it up.
Okay.
We're using my camera, and it's different. It's a little bit different.
I don't know if you guys
It'll
can
try
see.
to focus here. Just put it. I'll hide my face.
Okay.
Because it tries to focus on your face.
So it's a set of stitch markers by Studio Knit Boop is what it is. And it's pomegranates. So it's really cute because you have a whole pomegranate here. Then you have one cut in half where you can see the little seeds or arrows, or I don't know how you say it. And then you have, these are like the seeds. So it's just...
And the colors are really cute.
I know. I just thought it was adorable because I love anything that's tiny fruit.
Yeah, I love it.
So that's what I got.
Are there progress keepers on it too, or are they all stitch markers?
2 progress keepers. The 2 actual pomegranates are the progress keepers, and then the little seeds are the stitch markers.
I like it.
So
very cute. I have one other acquisition that I am very excited about. Okay, so I've been seeing this, and I had to order it, and I was waiting and just dying for it to come in. So I got the Shetland Trader Book 3, and I'm in love with it. Okay, it's got all these 70s inspired patterns that her mom actually made to order back in the 70s. So and cool. She adapted the patterns, and there's actually pictures like you can see on the back of
It's her mom?
I don't know if that's her mom or if that is people wearing her mom's stuff.
It's so cute.
Okay, so I'm gonna make everything in here literally. I love that. Yeah. I think this is really pretty. So I got yarn though.
You got yarn already?
Well, it's not here yet. But I have never tried Jamieson's, and I have some Jamieson's and Spindrift.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never tried their 2-ply jumper weight.
Okay.
And this is made out of 2-ply jumper weight. It's like $4 to $5 a ball.
Where did you get it from?
So I got it from Fancy Tiger Craft out of Denver, and then they're sold out of the black. So let me show you first the sweater. Yeah, that's it, but there's a better picture.
I know the woolly thistles carries.
And then I got some from the woolly thistle for the rest of it. I'm trying to find a full length picture.
They're supposed to have a good Black Friday sale.
Oh, the woolly thistle.
I got an email just recently.
Well, I only spent like $5 there because I just needed one ball, so it wasn't a big deal. No, I take that back.
Such a pretty hat.
Look at this hat. Yeah, I love this hat.
It's gorgeous.
I want to make it. I bought a bottle of wool wash from there when I was ordering. The shawl. Yeah. It's very 70s and I love it.
Kind of like Missoni. Is that right, Missoni?
Yes, yeah. From Target type thing or what?
Like the original, like Missoni.
Oh, yeah.
I think. You guys, someone will correct us.
I love this dress.
Ooh, that's super cute.
But okay, I feel like I've already gone past this. Am I missing?
Is it the one on the front?
Oh.
I think it is.
Yes. Okay, so this one right here, I got the yarn for. And I got the same color for the color work, what it calls for, but I'm not gonna do the strapping on the bottom.
So that calls for Jamieson?
Yes, the
okay.
2-ply the Shetland 2-ply jumper weight. So I ordered from Starlight Knitting, their yarn shop out of Portland, Oregon. I ordered Hudson and West, not Forge, but the other one. It's their fingering weight. I ordered it in black. And I thought maybe it wouldn't be as itchy, but they're sold out of the black color everywhere. You can't buy it.
Really? That's weird.
Because I think everybody must be making this sweater.
Maybe, because it's super cute.
So from the woolly thistle, I got the yarn to make the same sweater, but it's just so inexpensive. Or no, somewhere else was having a sale, and they were already having their Black Friday sale. But this one right here,
I love that.
I love it. So it's the same sweater,
but
it's solid on the bottom. So I ordered those colors.
Are you gonna do the black one solid too?
I'm gonna do the black one solid too. But I'm obsessed. I'm gonna probably have to start knitting that as soon as it comes in. That's all I have for acquisitions. Do you have anything else?
No.
Okay. Before it gets completely dark, we have some exciting news. So last time you were here, we were both talking about we really want to make the, how do you say it? You say
I don't know. Humleby? I don't know. Humleby.
I'm not sure where the emphasis goes, if it's Humleby or Humleby.
And I watched back that entire episode that Fiber Tales, Lerica, premiered that pattern, but she never said the pattern name.
She never said the name. So we still don't know.
No.
I guess we could Google Translate.
Yeah.
But, so we both want to make it. We both got yarn for it. And we talked about it on that episode. And Becky is like, we should do a knit along. And a lot of people said they wanted to do a knit along with us. So we decided we are going to start a knit along for the shawl in January 1st. Yeah. Because that way I know a lot of people are doing gift knitting right now, and a lot of people are, like I'm doing that Instafriends knit along. It ends it goes to the end of the year. I don't want to start something else until I finish that. So that way everybody that's working on stuff and wants to do it, they'll have a little bit of time the rest of November and all of December.
And even to get the things that they want.
Yeah. So, what do you think on how long it should run? Definitely through February. What do you think past that?
I don't know, because I've never done a knit along before. I've never joined in a knit along. No, I've done like a make along thing where it's the entire year that Noble Character Crafts does, where you can put anything in there. So I don't know.
Either through February or March, maybe, or mid-March or something.
Let's do it through March, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I think, because that gives people time, and then I don't want people to feel pressured.
Rushed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that way it'll be fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we both really love bees, and I'm a beekeeper and she helps me keep bees. So she came up with the name, which I thought was really cute. Tell them.
I think we're gonna call it Bees Are Friends, Cal. So I think that's gonna be our knit along, and that'll be our hashtag.
So we'll post more information and pictures, and we'll use that hashtag Bees Are Friends knit along, or KAL. So that's really exciting. And best part, we're gonna have prizes. Yeah. So we both made a project bag. So there's gonna be 2 winners. So you show them your project bag.
So I made another Japanese knot bag. This is a perfect size for hats or socks. And it's out of the same Japanese outer fabric that I made Casey's. And then the interior has a different
It's so pretty.
fabric. This is my favorite. I really like it.
It's really cute.
It's like a cotton lawn. And yeah, so it's for one of you guys. And then I'm gonna I have some at home that are mine, but I'm going to get some honeycomb stitch markers.
That's really cute.
Added for the prize.
Okay, and I made this project bag. I got this fabric from Fancy Tiger Craft.
I hope I win. I'm not gonna put my name in there.
Becky. I still need to make you your project bag. But so anyway, it's just a zip up project bag. And so that'll be the other winner. And each winner is going to win a sock set from yeah, so this is Woolberry Fibreco yarn, this 2 sock sets. So each winner will win 1 bag that has yarn inside of it for you.
This one we'll have to
color coordinate.
We'll have to push this one in quite a bit, but it'll fit in. What is this one called?
It doesn't have a name.
It doesn't have a name.
So to win, do they need to finish it?
It's up to you, whatever you think.
I think that to win,
you need to finish.
You need to finish it. Okay. But let's show them what yarn we're going to use.
Okay.
Okay. So hang on. Okay, so for the yarn that we're going to use, I actually ended up getting the recommended yarn, or the yarn that she made it out of. It's from Wollentwine. It's non-superwash, plastic-free wool. It's BFL, Massam, how do you say it?
I don't know. I don't say it.
DK.
I just read it.
It's in the color caramel, or do you say caramel?
I say caramel.
I say caramel too. So that's what I'm going to use, and you're going to use...
I'm going to use the Peace Fleece DK in the color Morning Dove. So I love it. I have that. And that is 75% Navajo Rambouillet and 75% Navajo Rambouillet and 25% mohair.
Unfortunately.
So
I'm like, don't get it too close. No. So we're excited. We hope that you can join with us. It's going to start January 1st, but you can join in, anytime. You just need to, it's going to be an Instagram. I'm not on Facebook really.
I'm not.
And I don't, well, maybe we can start a Ravelry page for it. I need to figure out how to do that too. But yeah, so you can get it. The pattern is by Lerica from Fiber Tales, and it is called Humla Bee.
Yeah, you'll put it on the screen. Humla Bee.
So the bees really need our help, and we love bees. They are our friends. So this is a perfect knit along for us. Also, to all our Canadian friends that watch this show, it has been established that toque is a Canadian word.
Okay, toque.
And it is toque. That is how you say it.
Right.
And
I didn't realize it had color in it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's a little bit of red.
I like that.
In it. But
very pretty.
That is
it open to everybody? Like international?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I was just thinking about, I need to look and see. I mean, that's totally fine with me as long as I can get it mailed.
Right.
There's some countries that you can't get mailed to right now, isn't there?
I'm not sure, but I know it's tricky.
Okay, I'm going to look into that, and before it starts, by the next episode, I will have definite details on
I hope we can.
On that. I think I would definitely want to do that as long as we can actually get the mail into the country.
Right. Because that would be sad.
Yeah. yeah, I'm not for sure about all of that. Okay, I think that's all of our knitting things. I do have a farm update. If I've seemed a little bit depressed this episode and not quite my chipper self,
I think you're hiding it well.
It is because, now watch me start crying.
Aww.
We had a dog come into our yard. So first of all, the mouse situation is still ongoing. Becky knows, I won't even get in my van. I had to ride with her recently to go somewhere. I'm not going anywhere. I drive my husband's truck. And for the past 2 months, I haven't left my house hardly at all. So I did leave my house Thursday briefly for like 2 hours. And while I was gone, a big dog came into our yard and it ate all of our chickens. Rest in peace, Johnny Cash and Kenny Rogers and 4 of our hens. Johnny Cash, he fought very bravely and he was still alive whenever we got home, but it barely, and he didn't make it very long. Kenny Rogers, we were, like spoon feeding him water. We got medicine for him. He made it one night, and then the next night he died.
That's so sad.
It was very sad. Our kids are very sad, but of course they move on quickly. I'm the one that's devastated.
You took care of them since they were like tiny little
I raised
things.
them all since they were baby chicks, so I've been I don't know, I was surprised. This sounds so stupid, but I have been really depressed over it. I've just been sad.
Sorry.
And we had just discovered Kenny had a short but very happy life. I saw him, he's like this big bumbling fat rooster who was the best rooster with the best personality. And he had just started crowing. Just figured out how to do that.
He got that in, you know?
So I walked outside this week for the very first time ever. I saw him breeding a chicken for the first time.
Maybe it was one that survived.
So I just see him. He's so fat. He's on top of the chicken and he's not moving. Then all of a sudden, he just starts doing this and falls off the side. It's like, that is the fattest chicken rooster. Oh my gosh, I'm going to miss that thing. No crowing in the morning.
That's so sad.
So I'm very sad, but I think we're going to have to get another rooster.
Yeah, for sure.
My kids, who he chased all over the place, they even miss him.
You miss Johnny?
He missed Johnny. He heard that train coming. So, anyway, yes, that is a very sad farm update. So I'm looking at some different rooster breeds, and maybe, I don't know if it's just too cold of time of year. Of course, they would be under a heat lamp if I got some chicks. But I may have to wait to get some until the spring. But
maybe you can get one like Kenny, because he was really like a good personality.
He was.
He wasn't so mean.
And I looked online to order some like he was, which was a English lavender Orpington, and they didn't have any available, so I'll have to keep looking. Yeah. Anyway.
Let's go eat pie.
Okay.
Let's go eat pie.
Drink some wine, eat some pie, I'll feel better. That's all that we have got for today, unless I'm forgetting something.
No.
Okay, so we're gonna go eat pie, and hopefully Becky I'll talk her into coming back again soon.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for putting up with me, everybody.
We know you're all very excited when you see her face on here.
Partially. But I think that episode has the most thumbs down.
It does not. It has the most views. But happy knitting, everybody, and we'll see y'all soon.
Bye-bye.
Your day.